Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the second week of my thrifted curations that I'm bringing to you to peruse, to buy. If you missed last week, it was all about crochet and lace. These beautiful gems I'm finding at the thrift shop that I'm hoping to pass along to you. And this week we are all about nautical. So anything nautical related or just a nod to nautical, we are going to go through today. All the items I'm going to show you will be listed in my Vinted account, which I will link in the description box below. My favorite part about doing these thrifted curations is actually curating these items for you. I mentioned before that I'm totally late to the thrifting game, but I really appreciate one thing in particular, and that is the amount of time and energy it takes to sift through a huge thrift shop like Goodwill. Most people don't have the time, energy, or patience to do it. I do. So I've been going through the racks and literally curating my top 5 pieces to bring to you as an option to buy. And right now I'm just really leaning into some of the trends we're seeing for summer 2025 because I'm fascinated by the fact that it doesn't matter what the trend is, you can find it, it already exists at the thrift. So one of the things obviously that remind me of nautical, remind all of us of nautical, stripes, right? So this sundress caught my eye. Oh my goodness, 100% cotton. Could it be any more darling? Love the fact that you do have this midi length, so it's super classic. And the blue, like the shade of blue is this perfect like sky blue, this delicious warm cornflower blue. It's just perfect. And of course the vertical white stripes that go down the length of the skirt. And while you don't have the option of adjusting the straps, you do have the ruching in the back. So this is a size small. However, if you are a bustier gal, this ruching in the back is really going to help accommodate the chest. I will have all the measurements for this garment and the other ones I'm going to show you in each Vinted listing, which again will be included in the description box below. So when thinking about nautical, part of the joy of curating these racks for you is because it gives me an opportunity to think outside of the box. So obviously like stripes we think automatically as being nautical, but then to me also lighter colors of blue just inherently lean into that trend. So I saw this chambray romper and I thought, oh, this is perfect because as I saw this, the first thing that popped into my head was how fabulous would this look with a really cute straw fedora hat, which you guys know I love. It's like a staple in my summer collection. And then a great pair of sandals, right? And remember too that you can incorporate different textures as a nod to nautical. So we're thinking rattan, straw, bamboo, just really nice complementary accessories to wear with a garment like this. This is so like perfectly worn in and soft. It is just really, really nice in terms of the thickness. It's not a chambray that's thick and stiff. It's also not like tissue paper thin. It's like the perfect in between. And what I personally love about a long sleeve is that you just cuff and roll the sleeves, right? So that automatically gives a garment a very summer inspired vibe. You start thinking about like, oh, summer, sunshine, warm weather, pool, beach, leaning into nautical. Also love the idea of just keeping the top 2 or 3 buttons unbuttoned, right? And showing off some great jewelry. But you know, this is just a nice classic romper. Also love the fact that you do have pockets in the front. They're that pork chop pocket design. And then you have a defined waist with a tie that allows you to add extra definition. Next up is something that is not blue and white. It's actually black and white. And again, just thinking about like stripes, whether they're horizontal or vertical, always a nod to nautical. Saw this mock neck sleeveless top and thought, oh, this is perfect. Imagine wearing this with obviously not only shorts, but to me, this is what I would want to wear with a great pair of wide leg pants, maybe like a linen pant or a cotton pant. or even a nice long skirt. Just so breezy, so effortless. As I said, you have that mock neck. Obviously, it is sleeveless, and she is a little bit cropped, so keep that in mind. If you're not somebody that likes a crop top, this isn't going to be for you. But as we've talked about before, if you want to explore the idea of wearing a crop top but just are hesitating, remember that the way to wear a crop top and not show off a lot of skin in the midriff area is to go with a high-rise bottom. So high-rise jeans, high-rise shorts, high-rise pants, high-rise skirt. What that high-rise does is it closes the gap of skin that you would normally see when you're wearing a crop top. Nothing crazy going on front to back. It's a pretty classic design, very, very soft material, very stretchy as well. And there also is this nice vertical ribbing to add a little bit of texture to this top. One of these days I'll have to film myself at the thrift showing you like the method to my madness, because I literally just go through the racks, and once I have a specific theme in mind for a curation, I just pull everything that I think would play into that. And then I will literally like commandeer a section of the store, like an empty rack, and start putting the pieces up on the rack and start figuring out the story I want to tell with that curation. And I'm pretty ruthless when it comes to the editing process. So one of the 5 items that made this edit for Nautical was this top here. Again, I think I'm a sucker for light blue and white. To me, it's just such a delightful combination that just smacks of a beautiful summer day. And what I love about this top, there's actually a couple things. Number one, this is a medium, so it's a little bit big for me. I'm typically a size small, but that's the vibe I was going for with this top. So if you are a smaller gal or you tend to wear mediums, I think this would be a perfect fit because it's gonna look slightly oversized without getting into crazy territory. But as you all know, if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know I love a puff sleeve. Obviously, I'm wearing a puff sleeve today, but love the puff sleeves on this top. You also have a 3/4 length sleeve, which again, very breezy, effervescent, very light, if you will, in terms of the mood, which is perfect for the summertime. And then a nice, modest V-neck design. No buttons, so this is a pullover, right? Or I should say a popover. And then you have a little bit of length in the back. It's not a high-low, but you do have a little bit of length back there. This feels like cotton. However, the tag does say it's polyester, but it doesn't feel like the quintessential, like cliche polyester. This legit, it looks and feels like cotton. So it's very lightweight, very breezy, and also very soft, not to mention a lot of fun to style. Okay, guys, and the 5th piece in my curated Nautical collection that I'm offering up to you is another dress. So again, denim blue. To me, a garment doesn't have to have striping to make it smack of Nautical. I love this because of the versatility. So notice there's no defined waist. So it is that beautiful flowy tunic that not only functions well as a dress, but also just think about like the perfect swimsuit cover up, right? You're at the beach, you're at the pool, you need to go to the cabana, you need to go to the car, you want to grab lunch, whatever the case may be. This is such a great option just to pop on over your bathing suit. This is 100% cotton. It's a very, very, very lightweight denim, almost leaning into chambray. So this doesn't feel stiff. It's not thick. It's not heavy feeling. It's very, very soft and pliable and just really airy. There is no belt that went with this. Again, it is a tunic style, so it has that flow to it and also has a great length, right? So the versatility is there. I think it's a really great piece. Throw it on with your straw bag, a straw hat, a great sandal, and boom, you are out the door. Okay, guys, so that'll do it for this week's collection of thrifted curations that are leaning into the theme of this week, which is Nautical. In the comments down below, I'm actually going to list out the next couple of trends I'm thinking about curating for you. And I would love to get your feedback on what you are most into for summer 2025. So as I list them out, just go into the comments and say like, oh, I want this, I want that. And then everybody else kind of give a thumbs up to whichever category they're interested in. So I start to see what's going to be of most interest to you. And then I'd be happy to curate a couple more items for you to consider. Like I said, all these pieces, as well as last week's pieces that embody the whole crochet and lace trend, will be listed in my Vinted account, which I will include in the description box below. And the other big favor I have to ask you is if you could share this video and even last week's video with any woman in your life that loves thrifting, that loves just having somebody shop for them. Maybe it's mom, auntie, sister, neighbor, coworker, someone at church, whatever the case may be, because as you all know, when you pick out an item from the thrift, it's not like I can say, hey, here's this item, check it out. And it's coming from a traditional retailer with endless size options and 1,500 of these pieces to go around for everybody. There literally is just one. And there might not be someone in our normal audience who would, let's say, fit into this garment, or maybe they wouldn't like it, but maybe someone in your circle would. And my whole goal is to really just treat thrifted pieces like royalty from start to finish. That's why everything you see has been picked out very thoughtfully. It's been well curated. I steam it, I iron it, I put it on a beautiful wooden hanger, I style it, I present it well. It also comes to you or whoever's buying it beautifully packaged. If it's a matter of just going to the thrift and finding even fast fashion pieces and treating them like royalty and paying homage to the people who made them by treating these pieces royally, I think that is really at my heart's mission of what I'm doing here, in addition to it just being a lot of fun for me to shop these items for you. But in any event, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you're having a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.